So this is the 1985 Honda Nighthawk 650 SC. This is my bike. I bought it brand new in 1986 off the showroom floor in Los Angeles when I lived in the West. This bike is a fantastic little machine, but I've just finished a restoration on it, and it had been sitting idle since, I'd say 1996. I did get it started once, I think for a couple minutes in 2011, but it had been in storage, and in the East it had been through a number of winters, and you know, it was just something I always wanted to do, is get this sucker back up and running. This is almost 100% original. The only thing new on it are the mirrors, and I had to replace the turn signals, but that is really it on this bike. The engine and all the components are original. The carbs are still the original carbs, although as part of the restoration they had to be rebuilt twice, once by me, and that didn't do it, and I had Honda take a look, and they were able to really clean them up good for me. The restoration, in addition to rebuilding the carbs, entailed the basics, new plugs, drain all the fluids and the differential fluid and replace all of that. I did myself. Replace all the filters, did that myself. Replace the cables, throttle cable, and or just the throttle cable actually, and that was about it. Rebuilt the front brakes, and a lot of sea foam in the tank, a cleaning of the tank, and a lot of sea foam in the tank, and new tires on the bike. Those are not the original tires, and other than that, just got this thing going. It's the late spring of 2017, and just got this thing done yesterday. The first time it was on the road in 20 years, 21 years, not counting one start. And today just got back from a 20-mile ride on this thing, and boy, it is running like it was brand new. Really fun bikes. Back in the day, they called these the 750 killers. Honda sort of marketed it as a 650 that was really designed to compete and ride with the 750s, and it really does. It's such a fun bike. I've got a few little dings and nicks on it. I mean, I was in my mid-20s when I was riding this bike, and had some fun with it, and took some little nicks here and there, but overall in really great condition, and a fantastic, really fun bike to ride. So the restorations on these things are not that difficult. You'll see a lot of them on YouTube, and it's not a hard thing to do, although what's kind of cool about it for me is I'm the original owner of this bike, and it was just such a thrill to get this thing running again. And they're just good bikes. They're a lot of fun, and I thought I'd post this. I've done a couple other reviews. I have a 750 Nighthawk, I have the 1300 State Line, done a couple reviews on those, and I've mentioned this bike in those reviews, so I thought whenever I got it running again, I would do a quick review on the bike. And it's not that much different than any other review you see on these bikes. But there she purrs, and just really fun. I don't know if you can see that with the glare. Just a little over 17,000 miles, and almost all of those 17,300 we put on back in the day. I'm excited to ride it. It really wouldn't compete too much with the newer 650s, but back in the day, man, this thing was super fast. I remember going to work one day way back then, and one of the Hurricanes, for any of you who remember the Hurricanes they had back then, came flying up, and I just gunned it and took off, and just absolutely blew away the Hurricane. But they're no match for today's bikes, I don't think. But still a very quick bike, and a lot of fun to ride. So I don't know if you have any questions about restorations on these things or anything. I know a little bit from having gone through the last 3 months of getting this thing back up and running. So you can post some questions, I guess, and if I can answer them, I will. But anyway, I just wanted to show it off. I was pretty excited about getting this bike going again. Beautiful 1985 650 SC, super fun to drive, and just happy I was able to get it restored. So anyway, that's it. Take care.